A little bit of a late upload, but hey, it's an upload regardless. We got Rogers Hornsby making his ranked season's debut. If you do end up enjoying today's video, make sure you hit that like button and red subscribe button. It's gonna be a very fun episode in terms of gameplay, trust me. Now we got Ken Griffey Jr. leading it all, followed by Hornsby, followed by Frank Thomas, Edmonds, Robinson, Random, Gwynn, Trammell, and then last but not least, if pitching, it will be Clayton Kershaw. But instead, it's going to be Jack Morris. Now, my opponent has Madison Bumgarner on the mound. Overall, a solid team. Nothing too overpowering except for that Ken Griffey Jr. So we head to the top of the first, where Rogers Hornsby, in his ranked season's debut, is going to go ahead and get his first base hit of the game. And then Frank Thomas is going to hit one to center field. It's going to be able to move Rogers Hornsby over to third. He's going to have to stay at first because he ain't got the wheels to get to second base. Then up next is Jim Edmonds. He's going to get a fastball. He's going to hit it the other way for a single that's going to turn into a double because unlike Frank Thomas, Jim Edmonds actually has wheels. We were thinking about sending Frank Thomas home but decided not to because clearly he would get gunned out. This right here was supposed to be a check swing. Instead, or not even a check swing. Well, actually, yes. It was supposed to be a check swing, but we actually made contact with the ball and it landed. Luckily for us, it was good weak. So if we would have just went, I want to say, if we would have won with the swing, we most likely would have hit a home run, if not a line out that most likely would have scored Frank Thomas. So it would have been 2-0 regardless, in my opinion. If he would have caught that pop-up, I would have been kicking myself for it. But he gets it back regardless because he gets an Oppo Taco late week hit with Evan Longoria. That's going to make this a 2-1 ball game. I said, all right, cool. 1-2 count. 2, I believe it's Hafner. And we got our boy Brooks. I said Brooks Robinson. Rogers Hornsby showing off his range at second base. 3-2 count to the next hitter. It's Ozzie Smith. Or actually, I think we fast forwarded an inning. And Ozzie Smith is going to get a base hit. He tried to actually take the bag on me. And I said, dude, come on. My IQ is on another level. We get him out. And then Rogers Hornsby, his second at-bat of the game. We were a tad under that, but it was still good timing. It said good week. When I'm telling you we were a tad under it, we were less than 1 centimeter under it. And then Frank Thomas says, hey, man, if you're not going to give Rogers Hornsby an extra base hit for squaring up the ball, then I'm going to go ahead and hit a home run. I said, Frank, you do that, man, because as of late, Ken Griffey Jr. been slacking, so you show me what you got. He's going to go ahead, and I thought this was very smart of him. I wasn't mad that he bunted, you know, even though I hate bunters. But I said, hey, that was a very smart bunt, and then we throw a high fastball to Ken Griffey Jr. He swings under it for the final out of the inning. So I'm like, all right, cool beans. We got ourselves out of that inning, and now Rogers Hornsby for his third at-bat of the game. This one was entirely my fault. Inside fastball, it was good timing. I was sitting fastball, but I just was not able to PCI that one up. That one I actually got under, like 100%. I wouldn't argue I got under that. The other one, I thought that one should have been either gone or an extra base hit. He gets a late weak base hit with Ozzie Smith. Then he tries to take second base, and he gets gunned out as Ozzie Smith grounded out, or Tony Gwynn grounded out. We weren't able to turn 2. He got on base, and then we gunned him out at second base. Frank Thomas, I'm telling you guys, Frank is the man. Second solo shot of the game. I'm like, all right, 3 for 3, a single and 2 home runs. Jim Edmonds, he's been killing it for us as of late. So that moment's extreme must do, because Jim Edmonds, he is proving to me he is a goon. And then a curveball that I thought we read pretty well, that we squared up. We ground out into a double play. I'm like, hey, that's the way life goes. You know, it's the way of the road. And unfortunately, he's going to get a double now with Travis Hafner hitting it perfectly down the line. I said, okay, cool. You know, it's only a runner on second base. I'm not really stressed out. And we got a 2-run lead, or a 3-run lead, I should say. But we are facing Ichiro Suzuki. And Ichiro Suzuki, he was late on this. He hit it right back up the middle. I decided to eat the throw because we weren't going to get him at first base regardless. And then he's going to, with Ozzie Smith, hit a pretty deep fly ball out to center field. And I'm thinking about this. I'm like, if Ozzie Smith has no power and he's able to hit it that deep, and then with a player that has over 90 power on both sides, we just keep flying out. Does this even make sense, MLB The Show? Like, to me, it makes no sense. We should have been hit 2 home runs with Rogers Hornsby. But, you know, Rogers Hornsby coming in for his 4th at-bat. And this is what I'm talking about. Ozzie Smith, he flied out to the deepest part of left center. with our boy Hornsby. That is the second deep fly out with him. I'm just like, bro, we can't win. And then he's gonna go ahead, get a late jammed base hit the other way. I'm like, okay, this is not what I want, but this is the reason we got Andrew Miller, to shut them out. And then Andrew Miller, once again, late week, he gets another base hit the other way. And I'm like, dude, 2 outs were supposed to be... We were supposed to have 2 outs in this inning. Instead, he gives up a base hit. Jim Edmonds, I can't wait to replace him because his arm just leaves a lot to be desired. He has a bat. I'm not going to lie. He has a pretty good swing. But his arm, man, I just hate it so much. Even though it's an 85, surprisingly, it just doesn't feel like an 85 whenever he throws the ball. I don't know if it's like a hidden attribute 85 because it feels like he has the same arm that Luis Gonzalez has. And Luis Gonzalez has a 69 arm strength. I mean, look at this. He's supposed to gun him out without a problem. And he gets in there. And I'm just like, bro, I don't know what to do anymore. Every single time he's getting a late jam base hit, he gets him on base, and it's a speedy guy, and he manages to score him because he hits it at the correct outfielder that has no arm. Rogers Hornsby, the story of his life, flying out to center field. So he's had about 5 at-bats. I think he's flown out to center field in 3 of those at-bats, got a single to center field in 1 of those, and then popped out to the pitcher in 1 of those as well. Frank Thomas has been the MVP of the game so far, getting himself a single, a double, 2 home runs. All he needs is a triple, but we all know with his, Twinkie eating ass, he's not going to get over there. I thought this one was dropping 100%, but instead he actually catches it. I'm like, dude, we squared that up with Jim Edmonds, and you're telling me we don't get a base hit there? He's going to go ahead, get a base hit with Ichiro Suzuki, and I'm like, here we go again. He steals second base. And then with Ozzie Smith, I'm just like, wow. That one's going to bloop over. I allowed him to take second base there because I could have thrown it to the cutoff man, but I was like, no way in hell am I throwing it to the cutoff man, especially if that run wins the game. And then Russell Martin, inside fastball, the one time he doesn't want to be late, he squares it up and hits a 3-run no-doubter. After this game, I'm just sitting in my room and I'm just like, man, if y'all don't hit that like button and red subscribe button, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I don't even know how I lost this game, and it would mean a lot. So have a blessed day and night. Catch you next time.